Nearly a month after they went missing, the Thai boys soccer team and their coach are finally going home. Earlier, they were released from the hospital one day sooner than expected. At a press conference, the 12 boys wore their team uniforms and described their rescue as a miracle. Doctors who assessed them said that they have shown a strong spirit and are in good health. CBS News correspondent Anna Werner is in Chiang Rai, Thailand, where she's been following the story since the risky rescue. We saw a little bit of the boys in the press conference there. Anna, they looked robust. They were kicking around their soccer ball. What did they have to say about their ordeal?
You know, this was really interesting because they were talking about all the details of what it was like for them in the cave. You know, the first time when they got in, for example, and the water was too high, they thought that overnight the water would drop and they'd be able to get out the next day, and said that initially they weren't scared because they really thought they would get out. After a couple days, they started becoming hungry. One of the boys said that he was dreaming about the food that he wanted. And they talked about how they were encouraging each other when they were scared, how their coach was helping to encourage them. You know, their reaction when the British divers found them and how excited they were by that. And they also had a somber moment where they talked about the Thai Navy SEAL who died trying to help rescue them. They actually brought out a drawing of him that they had all signed and said that they felt very sad, that they felt guilty about this unfortunate incident. They wanted that drawing that they had signed, that picture, to go to his family. So, but fair to say, Anne-Marie, that I think everybody in Thailand was watching this news conference. It was broadcast live on TV and radio, and when you looked around outside, everybody had their phones out and they were all watching this live. It was live on Facebook.
Yeah, you really get a sense of just what little boys some of them are. And I mean, if you didn't tell me what had happened before, I wouldn't even know it. They just look like a regular soccer team. Did we learn anything more about their condition?
You know, the experts and the doctors who were here said, look, you know what, you can see how strong they are. You can see how they're in high spirits. They're in good shape. They're ready to go back to what they call the normal world. And so I think that everybody feels like they're doing pretty well. And, you know, long term, they could get some counseling and whatnot. But the team seemed pretty upbeat and seemed pretty positive from, you know, what we could see and hear here. And their parents were here with them. They talked an interesting moment when virtually every kid up on stage said, I want to apologize to my parents because I didn't tell them I was going into the cave. I only told them I was going to soccer practice. And a couple of the kids said, I know that my mom or dad is going to punish me. And someone asked them, the presenter, the TV presenter who was doing the questioning, said, and do you think you should be punished? And this child said, yes, I do. Now, I don't know how many American kids you'd hear say that, but these kids were like, yes, we think our, you know, at least one child. And the other kid said, well, I know my mom is going to punish me when I get home.
You read my mind because I was thinking there's no way my kid would say anything like that at all. That's really impressive. You also got a chance to speak to the parents. Do you know if the parents are planning on punishing them? I find that unlikely, but what did the parents have to say?
You know, I didn't hear anybody talking about punishing them. If anything, when we talked to parents earlier, what we heard them saying was, you know, that they really thought about the value of life and that they really wanted their kids to get back to a normal life. You know, they don't want them to be dwelling on their experience in the cave. They want, you know, one of the fathers told me, I want him to get up in the morning and practice and play and, you know, do normal kid things and just get back to being a normal kid. Of course, you have to wonder a little bit because they are now, I guess, well, major celebrities in Thailand. Everybody's been watching the news conference. Everybody's been glued to their story, not only in Thailand, but worldwide. So you have to wonder, like, how normal, you know, when will their lives get back to normal? Will they be entirely normal? Several of the kids said that they felt like they really owe it to the world, in essence, to be a good person. And in honor of the Thai Navy SEAL who died, they said that they really want to, you know, live a good life.
Yeah, let's hope their happy ending continues beyond just making it out of that cave. Anna Werner, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Emery.